Okay, this video is for Seattle e-bike. It's in reference to changing battery bottoms. We are going to go ahead and start. This is a brand new battery that we're using. It's still sealed, so we're basically just going to take this battery and replace the bottom on it so you guys can watch the entire procedure happen. Rich is going to be the tech performing the work, and as you can see, we got a nice little stopwatch here so you can kind of help time this video as well. So we'll start the stopwatch here, and we'll get going. He's using a small flathead screwdriver to help pop the case off the battery there. Okay, so now we got the top off the battery. And you're going to have your foam pad right here. We just basically remove that for now. Now he's working on getting the glue off of the fuse holder. Basically all he's using is a screwdriver. Let me throw a little light on there. Just a screwdriver to basically pry off the glue. It's always very sticky, that glue. So now we're going to go ahead and cut the shrink wrap that holds the wires onto the fuse holder. Okay, now if you're going to be replacing the bottom, the tab that is holding the terminals in place, you can either work the glue off of it or just break the tab. If it's a broken bottom, you're going to throw it out anyways. So now that the glue is loose, it's going to go ahead and use the soldering gun to unsolder the wires from the fuse holder. We just got to get that nice and hot. That's one wire. Two wire. So now both the power wires are disconnected from the battery itself. We'll go ahead and pull those terminals out. He went ahead before starting and removed all of the screws. Right here we're cutting the shrink wrap off of the main charge port wire. Go ahead and desolder that. There's also going to be glue on the charge port, so we have to pry that off as well. It's a pain, but it will come off. And we got to work that nut off of the fuse holder in order to loosen it up and get that off the bottom. While he's working on that, we'll check. So far we're at 4 minutes and 12 seconds. This whole process should take about 20 minutes max. There's still a little bit of glue on the fuse holder, which can sometimes make it a little bit hard to get that nut off of there. Now we can pop the fuse down, save that piece, and stick it onto the new bottom. Okay, we're basically just going to get that screwed right onto the fuse holder. So at this point you can see the bottom, we were able to successfully save the fuse holder that was already installed. Rarely ever do we break them or anything. Just cleaning some of the glue off of the fuse holder that's still left over to make it easy for that nut to go in, because it does not want to screw on. Some of the tools that you need, as you can see, are going to be needle nose pliers, a box cutter, knife, the flathead screwdriver. Whether you sharpen one or not, it doesn't really matter too much. And you got your soldering gun. You're also going to need a heat gun for the shrink wrap that surrounds the wires.
This one stripped out.
He's cutting some strips of double-sided tape. That's what we will use to put on the new bottom in order to give the battery the support, a little bit of cushion. It replaces this white foam that comes pre-installed onto the old bottom.
That kind of apparently we're supposed to do an airway bill.
Comes with it. I can't make a label without a bill.
With the airway bill.
Basically talking about the red stripe paperwork. How it prints out. When you make a label, it comes with the paper. You have to get together.
You saying you can get it that's way for your taxes? Means he's probably sitting there fast.
Okay, so he's harvesting all the foams from the old battery bottom and swapping them over onto the new one. And just pry those off because they're pretty much just stuck on there.
The FedEx.
choose. Fuse holder?
And that is a finished battery.
Whole bottle.